Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Chainlink, its valuations against Bitcoin, as well as the US dollar, and more importantly, against Ethereum. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, Chainlink is up. Chainlink is up 6% against Bitcoin today, up 9% against the US dollar. It's currently trading at 27.29, 27.30 basically. Um, we are currently breaking above the 20-day moving average, and we're still well away from the 20-week moving average, where we peaked out at on August 16th. What we see here against Bitcoin is that we have a consistent low, right? We've had two lows here, and we have downward line of resistance playing out. Now, this candle or the next few candles will pretty much give us a clear idea on if this is actually going to be a downward line of support. I wouldn't necessarily put just 2 points as confirmation, but we'll definitely see in the next few days, especially if this continues. Against the US dollar, okay, we've essentially been moving sideways. Again, we're also crossing the 20-day moving average. We're also crossing the 20-week moving average yet again. The past 4 weeks, we've been in and out of the 20-week moving average. It's been pretty crazy. But the 20-week moving average right now for Chainlink is $26.28. So we're pretty much about $1 above the 20-week moving average, which is great. And it's something that we need. It is something that we need for the asset in order to see it move up to newer highs. We need it to be above the 20-week moving average, as we have seen in the past. When it comes out of the 20-week moving average, we see a pretty substantial move. And we haven't seen a substantial move from Chainlink in quite a while. However, the most important chart, I think, it in compares to looks, right? On how it looks is the Chainlink Ethereum chart. Now, note the blue line. This blue line at 0.00757 Ethereum. We've had one bounce on this support line, and we're currently there a second time. It seems like we're not going. The bleeding has stopped at the very least. The bleeding looks to have stopped, and if Chainlink is to be making a move, this is a pretty good opportunity for it. Now, this could look as just like a double bottom, right? Which is bullish. It could also be a I don't know. It could be a weird head and shoulders. Maybe, I don't know. But I'd like to think of this as, or I'd like to see it as a double bottom pattern. Now, the 20-week moving average is we're below it against Ethereum, but it is slowly catching up, right? We are moving sideways now, but the 20-week moving average is continuing to come down. Eventually, we're going to make contact on it again. When that will be, well, you can extend the line literally, and kind of say like, okay, well, if the price continues the way it is, then somewhere in September, middle to late September, we'll see a contact of the 20-week moving average, should the price not move, right? If the price goes up, then obviously that the time waiting will decrease at that point. But this is, I think, the more important Chainlink chart to look at. And also against Ethereum, you see that the 20-week moving average also plays a pretty substantial part in the breakouts against Ethereum for Chainlink. And so that's essentially it. If anything, on this chart, this shows to be quite an interesting buying opportunity for the asset. It's quite interesting to see that Chainlink is up 9% against the US dollar, but on the week for Chainlink against Ethereum, or I guess on the day, we're really only up 1.5% because Ethereum's also moving. So we want to see a clear move from Chainlink. It has to start outpacing Ethereum like it has so in the past. Until then, it quite seems quite likely that Chainlink will meander in the area that's already in, until that day comes. And so until then, Chainlink is a hard buy because it hasn't done much. On the other hand, you could say that Chainlink against Ethereum, and therefore just the asset in general, is at a pretty good buying opportunity against Ethereum. It is at, you know, a point where it has bounced significantly. I mean, like this bounce off this line the last time we were here, it moved up 514% against Ethereum alone. And so here's hoping that we're able to hold this. Obviously, this is highly dependent on Bitcoin as well. If Bitcoin breaks the 20-week moving average, then it is likely that Chainlink bleeds as well immediately, in the short term. But important to look at Bitcoin. It's also important to look at Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is breaking bullish, which might affect the Chainlink Ethereum valuation as well. Can Chainlink keep up and at least outpace a bullish Ethereum? That is the question that's going to be answered in the next coming weeks. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.